Back at it. Alright, if you want to read what this says, go ahead. It just shows everything that I've been doing for the past 10 videos. Alright, we left off at We Can Dream from Creo. I don't think I actually ended off on the 500th song. I think I ended off on the 499th song, but let's just pretend that I got it right the first time. Basically what I expected, Geometry Dash music, but hey, it's actually not bad for experimental electronic music. It's actually really cool how the string section kind of extends farther than it usually would. I think I'd give this a solid 5.5. Like, it's not something you would listen to by itself, but it's actually pretty solid. Alright, next up is Qualia, Primitive Art Orchestra. Also, you may realize that this is a dark theme now, not white theme, the default theme, because I'm not gonna lie, staring at a screen for like a solid hour was kind of burning my retinas in, so some of it does sound like Mario music, but it's very nice Japanese jazz orchestral music. It's really nice to hear a different spin on it from a completely different side of the world. Genuinely a really great song. I really like how they create those sort of effects, the echoes and the overlapping at the end there. I'm tempted to give it a 6. Yes. Also, I do recommend the other one, Creo. Alright, Bug Bumble. Who would have thought? We got that next, of all things. You know, people kind of like this song sort of ironically, kind of as a meme, but it kind of grew on some people, and unfortunately, one of those people was me. It's just kind of fun. It's a fun song. And for that, I think I'll give it a 5. It's good. Especially for them, like, going for this type of song, which is very brave of them to do, because this is an N64 game. It is... I don't think anything like that has happened before. Alright, next up is Unreal Tournament, Foregone Destruction. That one map everyone likes that's really fucking cool. Oh man. You know, for a game as intense as Unreal Tournament was at the time, and kind of still is, if you're playing with sweaty people, the music in this stage really kind of unique. Instead of it being like high octane, like fucking amen beat, breakcore ass music like you'd hear in Ultra Kill, it's actually more of like a atmospheric trance music. It's pretty cool, and I think that's why it got so popular in the first place, and also like it really coinciding with the stage theming as well. You're literally battling on like 2 towers with a small platform in space, orbiting, with an asteroid next to it. Literally the male fantasy. It does start picking up in these later sections though, but it still maintains that sort of serene feel to it, and genuinely a really great song. I'm giving it a 5.5, yes. Can you hear the music? The Oppenheimer movie song? I haven't seen Oppenheimer. I haven't seen many movies in general. I really love how it kind of just builds up, sort of kind of like how the fission that's happening when the bomb explodes happens. It's a really cool just representation of it. And not only that, but the technical skill of what's going on with the musicians is actually really impressive too. I really like this song. Not only for the technical aspect, but also just what it represents and how it sounds. I think I'm giving it a 5.5 or 6. Actually, no, I'm giving it a 6. Really cool song. Juicy Ones from Sticky Fingers. Heard this from one of my coworkers. Surprisingly liked it. Usually coworkers either have some of the most dog water taste in music I've ever heard in my life, or some of the most vanilla, just bread and butter ass music. I really enjoy how very slightly reggae this is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a pretty cool song. It's a bit more fast-paced and rock sounding. I think I'm putting this in 6, honestly. It's a song I really listen to a lot. So, that's a 6. Do I recommend it? Yes, for sure. Alright. Alright, next up is Animals, Coast by Coast Modern. They really do sound exactly like the dudes in Sticky Fingers. It's kind of uncanny, but it's a bit more indie pop, kind of. The beat's a lot more consistent, and it doesn't, like, pick up pace and slow down like Sticky Fingers. Do I like it as much? Not really, but it's still a pretty solid song, so I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. It's a good song. It's just, not very as impactful as Sticky Fingers. Also, it has a turtle moaning at the end of the song, which is, kinda weird. I'm not gonna lie, that's kinda strange. Anyways, we got, anime music. Black Snow, violin arrangement by KGZ. It just sounds like an anime fighting game OST. But it's not bad. It's pretty cool. I think they call it Dark Trance or something? I'm not entirely sure. But it's a pretty good song, I won't lie. Apparently a lot of people came from something called Shivers. I don't know what that is. I just kind of found it because it just played randomly in a playlist. The composer now goes by the name of James Landino. So, if you like this type of music, go check him out. But yeah, this is a pretty cool song. Kind of reminds me of a bit of, I don't know, Project Moon fight songs. I'll give it a 5 point... No, I'll keep it at a 5. It's a good song. Alright, next up is Mustard Tiger by Jack Stauber and Juice. Literally nobody knows about these, like, side bands he did with, like, friends and also collabs. It's kind of weird. They're very rustic. They're usually recorded on, like, the actual stage. As per usual, Jack Stauber does some really weird avant-garde shit that is really abstract and also really not for everyone, but I think it's pretty neat. It's a bit more mainstream in this song, it's, as you can hear. It's very clear, it's very, consumable compared to the videos on his channel. It's not that it lessens the quality, it's still pretty good, I'm not going to lie. I'd say, yeah, there's some mistakes, as you can hear there. He was kind of slightly off for rhythm. But I think that just kind of adds to it more than anything. I'm giving it a 5. It's good. Alright. Next up is Burnin' Turtle. I actually like this song. It might be my favorite. I don't know, I'll have to listen to it more. It's been a while since I've heard it. Alright, yeah. It's got a bit more swing to it. It's pretty cool. And also it's really, varied in the way it accelerates in the song. And by the end, it's kind of cool how it starts turning really gritty and metal-like. Do I like it more than Mustard Tiger? Not really. I think, I like them both equally. They're good songs. I don't really have much else to say about them. Alright, we got Frostbitten. How would I describe it? It's a bit more slow, that's what I was trying to go for. Also, hey, female vocals. Don't really get to hear that too much in many of Jack Stauber's songs, now that I think about it. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of pretty consistent all throughout the song. I kind of remembered what most of the song is now. I think it's just another 5, genuinely. They're all just very good songs. They're just good. They all do what they do well. Alright, next up we got Aperitivo from Magic in the Threes. This song literally just appeared in my homepage one time, and I, as per usual, clicked on it. Surprisingly a good song. Very good, just jazz song. I just realized I forgot to add the funny little GIF at the bottom corner to keep the stim up. Anyways, very just typically great song, a lot of varied instruments. This is typical jazz music. Kinda sounds like grocery store jazz music, slightly. I think you might know the one I'm talking about, but anyways, I think I'm giving this a 5. It's just a good jazz song. Alright, Lunacid, Beached by Akuma Kira. Didn't know Akuma from Street Fighter had some bars to say. Very atmospheric, very just Dark Souls, like dreary type of ass beat to it. Actually, yeah, Lunacid, it literally is a Dark Souls fan game, now that I remember playing it. It's just really good environmental music. I don't know what else to say. Would I give it a 5? Yeah, I'll give it a 5, why not? It's nothing crazy, but it's pretty well done. Alright, The Far Lands by Steelman. A reference to that one glitch in that one old Minecraft version. Really cool to hear Minecraft fan music. You never really hear it because the bar is so unbelievably high that it's literally like climbing a mountain with nothing but your thumb and pinky. And I honestly always respect people who go for fan-made Minecraft music. Yeah, Steelman's style is a bit more like adventurous and I wouldn't say joyous, but it's more generous and the joyfulness that it tries to emphasize in the Minecraft's atmosphere. It's pretty cool. I really do respect what he was able to do with this piece. I'll give it a 5. It is a good song. It's a whole lot of 5s in a row, but that doesn't mean they're bad. They're just good songs. There's nothing bad or nothing like it's exceptional about it. Alright, we got whatever the hell this is. Funky Friday Cafe de Toho from Tokyo Neats. I don't think I'm gonna be able to play this song too much because I might get shot by the composers because they are very strict about their copyright from what I've been able to see. Though I'm not sure if that's still maintained. Again, we're getting hit with some Japanese jazz, except we gotta mix in with Toho music of all things, some video game OST. And I always find that the remixes of Toho music are usually better than the actual music that it comes from. I've listened to like 100 Toho songs in a row, I'm not gonna lie, that was basically Chinese water torture. I was dying by the like 90th song. It all sounded the same. It's always the same trumpet, same, like, progression. It was killing me, dude. In the end, though, a very good jazz remix. I always really like how just out there they are with their remixes. They don't try to, like, stay too in line with the original song. They do put a spin on it. I'll give it a 5.5. It is a very good song. Alright, next up we got Stones by Jack Stauber. It's a very tame song compared to his other stuff. It isn't very as avant-garde or abstract than his other songs. I think this was more of his discovery phase. It kind of sounds like typical, like, experimental music. It doesn't really have his style yet, which makes it a little less unique, but it's pretty cool still. I'd say I give it a 4.5, honestly. I kind of don't, like, jive with it as much as his other music, but it's still a kind of good song. I just kind of don't like how repetitive it is and how it doesn't really change too much besides that little drop it does like twice in the entire song. Now that we're done with that, Captain Jack, I don't play Dance Dance Revolution at all. I've never played it in my life, but I have seen machines for it. This song's crazy, dude. Like, hear that. What kind of intro is that? That hella gets you hyped up. If you were, like, pretty good at DDR and you finally took on this song at, like, whatever difficulty they would have on DDR. I've never played it, I don't know if they have difficulties. This shit would hella get you hyped up. It does, what it does, it just does very well. It's so fucking well done. It just maintains that quality all throughout the song. And I kind of miss songs that, have this sort of, like, fun, like, hyped aspect to it, this EDM music. I'm giving it a solid 6, honestly. Alright, next up we got Bee Swarm Simulator music. Who the hell listens to the Bee Swarm OST, am I right? Anyways, I find the song pretty enjoyable. I kind of listen to it on my off time. I really like Popstar. The thing with on it not being like, you know, an actual solid composer is that, it kind of adds to it, the sort of childlike, just dreaminess to it. It's really cool. And it's only like a 12 to 30 second song sample. And in game, it doesn't really last long either, so... It's nice when it shows up, but I'd say I'll give it a 4.5. It is kinda good. That's crazy that it gets that high of a rating, honestly. Also, I am going to change that to depends. Star Hall from On It, it's much more trance atmosphere to it. It's very nice though. It's very pleasant. It's just very raw, very just simple. It's nothing crazy. Like at most you got like 2 like lines of like stuff in FL Studio going. But that doesn't make it bad. It's actually kind of good. I'll say it depends. Next up we got Drone. Either this song brings you horrid amounts of just dread, or you find it kind of neat. There's not really much else I can say about it besides it's just a really cool, simple beat. Something you'd expect in a Roblox game. I'll give it a 4. Depends. Like, I don't want to be blasting this shit on the aux cord, I'll be honest. But for what it is pretty decent. It gets the job done. Alright, all I did was just say, if you want to hear music from someone who isn't a refined composer. Alright. Next up, we got Nights. My lord, finding the composers for the Nights OST was rancid. It was so hard to go through all the manuals. Let's check it out. Dreams, Dreams. Alright, one hell of a fucking title, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Dreams kinda got that Christmas Carol type of beat to it, I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad though. It's actually pretty decent. Dreams has always been more so like an art piece to me more than an actual game, but I will eventually plan on playing it. I think I'm giving this song a solid 5. It's good. Alright, we got Gloom of the NHC. Sounds like a jungle level. Who knows, maybe it's like some sort of city overrun by like vines and stuff. I swear, if I'm right about that, that's gonna be crazy. But it's a pretty good song. It's better than the rest. It's really cool how it just keeps going higher and higher, but it also like goes back when it goes back a step and then goes forward 2 steps in the pitch and the beat. It's pretty cool. I actually really enjoy this song. I think I'm giving this a 5.5. It's got that, like, PlayStation 2 aesthetic to it still. It doesn't sound forced because it's literally from the PlayStation 2. Who would have thought? Or maybe it's from PlayStation 1. I don't know. It's been a long time. Alright, we literally just got Christmas-ass music for this one. Take the Snow Train. Why does it have two H's? Surprisingly not a bad song. Doesn't give you the Christmas PTSD that every, like, retail cashier would have. It's a bit more wondrous, it's a bit more floaty, it's more celebratory. It's a nice change of pace from, like, you know, the constant overwhelming overdose of cheer you would have from other Christmas songs. I'd say I'd give it a... I think I'd give it a 5.5 as well. It's a very good song, especially at the time. Alright, next up we got Under Construction. Typical construction level music where you got that clank in the background. You can hear it in Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2. You can hear it in here. Probably that Mario vs. Donkey Kong toy game. It's been ages since I played that game. I don't know if it has the same thing, but it's a repeating aspect of these type of songs. It's a little repetitive, but this does it a tiny bit better. I'll just give it a 5, honestly. It's a good song, regardless. And also, it really has a cool segment after all this, which is right now. Anyways, should give the rest a listen, if you're into that bit. I changed it to a 5.5. Wait, this is literally just the same song. This is just the kids' version. Alright, I got it set up. The kids' version, genuinely just, alright. It's literally the exact same song. So I'll just give it a 5. But I think it fits in with the theme more. Alright, next up we got The Dragon Gave a Loud Scream. There is no reason for this song to go as hard as it does. It's like one of the few Christmas theme songs that I think really is actually great. Like, listen to how hard this just swings in. That is crazy. Who the hell would expect that from like a demo, like a promotional demo Christmas disc for like an obscure franchise on a PlayStation 2? Yeah, this is probably the best song in Dreams, just in general, for me. And I think I've listened to all the game's music so far. I'm giving this a solid 6.5. It is a very good song. I just really love how different it is, and also it has this sort of like crazy breakdown segment that's about to happen right now. And then it just starts gliding through the synths. It's so fucking cool. Anyways, that's enough glazing for this song. Alright, we got Eloquent Echo. Sounds like just typical Sonic, like, overworld music, except a bit more upbeat for me personally. Got that video game OST to it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I'd say it's a step above the others. But I'll still give it a 5.5 regardless. It's just a very solid OST just across the board. Alright, what a change of pace. Hard Horn Nightmare from Kanye. So from Dreams to Kanye, who would have thought? I don't know if I want to play even like a solid 5 seconds from this, because I feel like it has a chance of being just completely taken down from my channel. So this is one of his unreleased songs, and it kind of goes crazy. I am not gonna lie. This is like top 2 to top 3 favorite songs from Kanye's unreleased discography. Very like unique with this style and lyrics and just the topics he tackles, instead of it being like corny ass shit where it's like about drugs, guns, and like having a hard life and just all that typical stuff that most people rap about. I'm giving this a 6.5. It is a great song. You should listen to it if you can find it, which you should be able to. You usually have like a lot of re-uploads of this song. Alright, we got the funny song next. Void and Blue Clear, the one with the uncanny stare at the beginning when something funny happens. It's an alright song. Yeah, male fantasy type of music. It's pretty decent, like, emo-ish rock, heavy rock music. I'd honestly give it a 4.5. It's kind of good. It's not great, it's just kind of good. Alright, next up we got more Dreams music. Who would have thought? Instead of Dreams, it's just Dreams. God, they really need to get someone to work on that titling. It's a bit more lullaby-esque, but with some percussion sweeped into it. It's not a bad song. I give it a 5. It's good. Actually, no, I'll just give it a 4.5. I don't fuck with it that hard. Alright. Sweeping Shore. Got that Sonic beach music. I don't like this song enough to listen to all of it, I won't lie. It's just one of those songs that I skip when I don't feel like listening to it too much. It's basically just lesser Mario Kart music, though that is still pretty good. So I'm giving it a 5. It is kinda good. Alright, next up is Crystal Choir. Another song that I just kind of skip when I don't feel like listening to it, but it's a bit more digestible. This just sounds like Kingdom Hearts Overworld music, I won't lie, but it's not bad. I'm giving this a solid 4.5. It's kind of good. Got some pirate music. Boni Bamamba, I don't know, I don't really like it, honestly, as much as I used to. It's still pretty good though. It just seems very generic. Doesn't have that sort of unique feel to it that the rest of the Knights OST had. I think I'm just gonna give it a 4. I'd say Into Dreams had a much more solid album than Journey of Dreams. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do today. I'll get to the Tekken stuff, and it'll be the end of my YouTube playlist when I finish doing the other part. Some 4.5s and 4s. Kind of crazy to see it this early on, but hopefully that doesn't become overwhelming in this section, because this is from like 2019 and before. So we'll see it when we get to it.